So hi sir, my question to you is that if I'm in a job that's giving me bread and butter and somewhat more than that, and
jam also.
yeah, but personally I hate doing that particular job. I hate the people, seeing their faces every single day. And if I change that job, if I change my profession itself, I think that I will get, something better than that thing. But at the same time, I know that different thing will also put me into the same place after a few time. So how can I deal with that? What should I do?
Start loving a little bit more. Why just hate? Were you there in the last coaching campus also?
No.
No? Okay. Your face is a bit familiar. I thought maybe I saw you in the last coaching campus also. But why hate the people around? Start loving a little bit more in the sense that be more accepting about that. The world will never go according to how we want it to go. Yash, just keep that in mind. It will never go. If your happiness depends upon the fact that everybody should behave and be exactly like how I want them to be, you will struggle with your own happiness. Our journey is to not be dependent on that. Our journey is to not be dependent on the fact that it should all be exactly I want it to be, then I'll be happy. We would like it to be that way. Every leader would want every team member should be exactly like I want them to be. It'll be a nice place to be in, but it doesn't work like that. So we have to make peace with an imperfect world. And you know why it's more important? Because you're a student right now. Have you ever worked in a real environment at the moment? Internship? You've done your industrial training. Kya wahan shuru hua tha ye? This thinking, did it develop then? No? Or?
Somewhat.
So it's important that you did the internship, because you'll get to know outside the classroom there exists a world where you will have to work with people that you do not like. Hello, there'll be rude customers, rude guests at times, people who will insult you, people who will be rude to you. And if you take all of it too personally, it'll start affecting your health, your mental, emotional, physical health. So to understand that we live in an imperfect world. And we have to make peace with that. We have to accept that fact. The more we do it, and I have control over my thoughts, my beliefs, my actions. Through that, I can influence others to a certain degree, but I cannot control them fully. You can inspire someone. We create so many stuffs, and sometimes so many of these videos and all that, and there's so much help available. But sometimes people just want to do the thing they want to do. And that's okay. If they have to learn that way, that's fine. My happiness should not be dependent on that. फिर तो मैं jobs ही change करता रहूँगा. फिर वही चेहरे के कल को family से बोर हो जाओगे, तो वही चेहरे देख रहा हो यार, है? तो फिर वो understand that maybe people don't behave or act the way you like them to, and that's okay. But to basically at the core, जितनी जल्दी you can sit with yourself, whatever the ways is, reading है, meditation है, आप इस सच को स्वीकार करके दिमाग में बैठा लो कि दुनिया imperfect है. जैसा मैं हूं वैसे नहीं मिलेंगे मेरे को लोग. ये चीज तो आज मान लो. जैसी मैं हूं वैसे लोग नहीं मिलने वाले. मैं सबको जाके अप्रिशिएट करता हूं, सुबह यार तू अच्छा लग रहा है, यू लुक गुड, तू स्मार्ट लग रहा है, यू डूइंग दिस. आई गिव आउट एप्रिसिएशन. जिस दिन मैं एक्सपेक्ट करना शुरू कर दूं ना कि आज मुझे कोई अप्रिशिएट करेगा, उस दिन तो खास करके यूनिवर्स ने इतना डिसअपॉइंट करना है ना. होता ना ऐसे कि कोई भी नहीं बोलेगा, तो पहले यार मैं ही बेवकूफ हूं, अकेला ही लगा हुआ हूं, है. बट देन बी योरसेल्फ. उस भीड़ में कहीं खुद को मत खो देना. बी हु यू आर. इफ यू आर समबडी जिसके एंटर करने से रूम में थोड़ी सी स्माइल आ जाती है, थोड़ी सी चहचहाहट आ जाती है, को देख के दूसरे से पूछ लेता है कि दिया आज थोड़े ऑफ लग रहे हो, सब ठीक है, हेल्थ ठीक है. अगर आप उस तरह के पर्सन हो and you are not getting it back from the world, don't lose it. That was your gift. That was your gift. अब मैं गाइडेंस की बात कर लूं. मैंने एक कहा भी है कि ना हर शख्स गाइड कर सकता है अच्छे से, ना हर शख्स करना चाहता है, ना ही हर शख्स को करना चाहिए. घर में सभी डॉक्टर हो जाएंगे तो मान लो क्या है ना. प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी ना, वो ये ले ले, ये तो ये ट्राई कर, तू ये ट्राई कर, तू वो ट्राई कर. एंड बट अगर आप कर सकते हो, नाउ दिस लेट मी टॉक अबाउट माई सेल्फ फॉर अ सेकेंड. आई एम इंडल्जिंग माई सेल्फ. इफ आई फील, मैं कौन होता हूं गाइड करने वाला. दैट्स सिंपल. मैं आज कोच ऑन कैंपस कंडक्ट करने आया, रास्ते मेरे माइंड में थॉट आई, हु एम आई यार टू टेल दिस पीपल व्हाट दे शुड डू. They should do what they want to do. But there's another voice telling me, I feel I have a gift. I feel I've spent 20 years developing that gift. I should use it to whoever wants to listen. Let's say Simerjeet Singh sits down and says, who am I to sing and entertain these people? Why should they pay so much money to come and listen to me? But somewhere he knows I have a gift. और मेरे उस गाने से शायद किसी के चेहरे पे मुस्कान आएगी और किसी का दर्द कम होगा या किसी की रूठी हुई गर्लफ्रेंड मान जाएगी, किसी का कुछ हो जाएगा. बट मेरे पास वो गिफ्ट है जो दूसरे के पास नहीं है. मेरा कंट्रोल उसके ऊपर है. माई कंट्रोल इज ऑन दैट. सो आई शुड कंटिन्यू फोकसिंग ऑन दैट. I should continue not obsessing about others. As far as variety is concerned, I am responsible for creating it outside of work also. That's my duty, to keep my life interesting. Sometimes the job has not become boring. Sometimes we become boring. And that the fault is not of the job, but of myself. शाम को फिनिश हुआ, क्यों नहीं अपना साइकिल लेके मैं निकलता कहीं घूमने. चंडीगढ़ में तो इतने अच्छे साइकिलिंग ट्रैक्स हैं, क्यों नहीं मैं वॉक करने जाता, क्यों नहीं मैं लाइब्रेरी जाता, क्यों नहीं मैं जिम जाता. why don't I do these things? To challenge yourself and to understand some parts of life will never work according to how you want them to, and to make peace with that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Good morning, sir. My question is that, sir, in a society that glorifies success, how should individuals rationally deal with repeated failures without losing self-worth?
That's a good question. Yes, I would not personally use the word failure. I'm not a big fan. I use setbacks. But if I use the word setback, and let's say if I'm somebody who's faced repeated setbacks, and society is always awarding the first कौन आया, हमेशा यही होता है ना, फर्स्ट कौन आया, रेस कितने जीती, क्लास में फर्स्ट कौन आया था, टॉपर कौन है, किसने ज्यादा पैसे बनाए, कौन ज्यादा कमा लेता है. These are all the parameters of how society works. But life is much more than that. Life is not a sporting event where one person wins and everybody else loses, right? It's much more than that. But we have come to believe it that way, and that's probably been our biggest failure as a society. कि अभी भी बच्चा कौन सा इंटेलिजेंट है, जिसके मार्क्स अच्छे आते हैं, चाहे वो आइंस्टाइन बैठा हो कहीं पे होटल मैनेजमेंट की क्लास में पास्ता बना रहा हो, पर उसके मार्क्स ना अच्छे आए, पर वो उसकी बिजनेस एबिलिटी बहुत थी वो. बट व्हाई ऑल द टॉप बिजनेस पर्संस दैट हैव कम वर एवरेज पीपल इन स्कूल? व्हाई इज दैट? They've seen setbacks and failures because they think differently from the others, because they have other skills also which are not tested. वो एग्जाम, वो क्वेश्चन ही नहीं था तो वो फर्स्ट कैसे आएगा? क्वेश्चन था कि $1 million कैसे बना दे. उसने कहा तो स्कूल खत्म हो रहा था, उसके बाद मैं बना के दिखाता हूँ. ये तो आपके एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन ही नहीं है, तो मैं कैसे बना के दिखाऊं? मैं तो उसमें तो फर्स्ट आएगा ही नहीं. एंड यू आर राइट, सोसाइटी हैज कंडीशनड अस टू बिलीव दिस. पैसे कौन ज्यादा कमा रहा है, प्रमोशन किसकी हुई, रेस में कौन फर्स्ट आया, ठीक है, so on and so forth, all these parameters of success. But they're only temporary. They're one indicator. Now, I'm not saying they're wrong indicator, but they're just one indicator. एक बच्चा अगर क्लास में टॉप कर रहा है, टॉपर्स कहाँ हैं भी बताओ, आइडेंटिफाई करो. इस ग्रुप में सारे टॉपर हैं, सभी इसीलिए सिलेक्ट हुए हैं. टॉपर्स, बी केयरफुल, बिकॉज 10 साल बाद पता नहीं होता टॉपर्स कहाँ जाते हैं, गुम जाते हैं कई बार, हैं, तो बी केयरफुल. माई पर्सनल वर्ड ऑफ कॉशन टू यू. वो क्लास की जो मिड होते हैं और बैक बेंचर्स, ये मत समझना मैं टॉपर हूं और बैक बेंचर से रूड मत होना प्लीज, क्योंकि कल को ना वो पता लगेगा वो फलाना बैक बेंचर वो सीईओ बन गया उस कंपनी का, वो वाइस प्रेसिडेंट बन गया, वो बन गया, वो तू ऐसे बोलेगा, तू है उस कंपनी का सीईओ, तू है एंड वो बोलेगा तू नहीं, अब आप तमीज से बात करें, मैं वाइस प्रेसिडेंट हूं इस कंपनी का. और वो सबसे नॉटीएस्ट किड होगा क्लास का। तो अगर मेरे क्लासमेट्स होते तो शायद मेरे बारे में भी कुछ ऐसे ही बोलते। बट सो ये भ्रम है, इससे बच के रहना। इफ यू आर स्कोरिंग वेल इन एकेडेमिया, इन मार्क्स, दैट इज द बिगेस्ट मिसकंसेप्शन that you are overall doing very well. You're doing well on one parameter. But if your health is not good, क्या करोगे? अगर आप होटल इंडस्ट्री का बर्डन ही नहीं ले सके, 12-14 घंटे काम, I'll tell you this. My होटल ट्रेनिंग इसलिए बनाई जाती है होटल इंडस्ट्री में कि अच्छे खासे बैकग्राउंड से आए हुए बच्चों की ईगो को इतना क्रश किया जाए कि वो उसको लगे कि यार हो क्या गया ये है, मेरी जिंदगी में हो क्या गया है। बेड भी बनाने हैं और पार्किंग में गाड़ियां भी लगानी है, और क्या क्या करना है बताओ? लगेज, हाँ मेरी लगेज वाले ही थे जो कल मेरा लगेज गायब। और क्या करना है? प्लेट्स वाइप करने। अच्छे अच्छे घरों के बच्चे वहां लगे होते हैं पीछे बैक एरिया में ग्लास वाइप करने में, ठीक है। और दादी ने, माँ प्यो ने इतने प्यार से पाले, वो बेचारे बच्चा क्या कर रहा थी, वो ग्लास वाइप कर। मेरे को ना 6 महीने की ट्रेनिंग थी, उसने 2 महीने रेस्टोरेंट के अंदर नहीं घुसने दिया, इतनी बेइज्जती थी। कहते तुम केपेबल हो गेस्ट के सामने जाने के लिए? पता नहीं सर, मुझे तो नहीं पता, बताओ। कहता नहीं हो। पीछे ग्लास धुल के आएंगे, आप ग्लास को धोओगे भी नहीं, सिर्फ वाइप करोगे। मैं वाइप किया, कहता अच्छा वाइप हो गया, हो गया। उसने ऐसे लाइट के अगेंस्ट पकड़ा, ये तो सारा गंदा है। मैं कहा ऐसे भी चेक होता है ग्लास? हाँ, आपको सिखाया नहीं? कहां से आए हो? हैं? आ जाते मुठा इतने। और ये बंदा जो मेरे को डांट रहा था ना, कोई 10th पास भी नहीं था। और मैं सोच रहा हूँ हो क्या रहा है। और जो ईगो ऐसे क्रश कर देते हैं ना कि ऐसी अकल आ जाती है एक बार, जो निकल गया ना। पर आप टॉपर हो, पर आप उस वो बर्डन ही नहीं ले पाए, क्या करोगे? ठीक है। अच्छा, हेल्थ इश्यूज, आई हैड हेल्थ इश्यूज। पहली बार वो लाडला पुत्र घर का बाहर से गया, घर के बाहर। अच्छा, वर्किंग आवर्स क्या थे? वर्किंग आवर्स ऐसे थे, वर्किंग आवर्स ऐसे थे यंग जनरेशन के लिए कि मेरा खाना मेरे दोस्त लाके रख देते थे, मैं सो गया हूं, मुझे इतनी नींद आई है, खाना पड़ा हुआ है। ऐसे भी दिन हुए, इतनी नींद आई है कि वो दाल आई थी ढाबे से, वो पड़ी हुई है, रोटियां पड़ी हुई है, मुझे नींद आ गई, बिना खाए सो गया हूं। सुबह उठ के फिर भागो, और वो 420 नंबर बस होती थी वो न्यू फ्रेंड्स कॉलोनी में जाके, एंड इट वाज, बट आई रिमेंबर इट रियली वाज समथिंग, यू नो। एंड देन इट वाज वायरल सीजन, वायरल हो गया। अच्छा, वायरल में क्या हुआ, मैंने सिक्योरिटी से मिलती है ना दवाई बाहर स्टाफ एंट्रेंस से, तो मैं गया उस पे, तो सिक्योरिटी वाला था, हाँ जी कित्थों? मैं कहा ऐसे ऐसे मैं बटाला से। ओ गुरदासपुर ही है तो ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ की दवाई की लोड़ है। दवाई भी नहीं दी उसने मेरे को, है ऐसे होता है ना, आपको ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ की दवाई की लोड़ है। मैं कहा भाई बीमार हूं, तो बीमार बंदे कोई दवाई की लोड़ है? दवाई भी नहीं दी। और है तो कहना सरदार बंदा है तू, तेरे को ये लोड़ जरूरत है। मैं कहा ये बॉर्डर फिल्म की शूटिंग नहीं हो रही, ठीक है। बट दिस इज हाउ इट वाज, एंड दोस चैलेंजेस टीच अस समथिंग। बट बाय द वे, व्हाट वाज अवर क्वेश्चन? हाँ, तो ये खेल में सेटबैक्स नहीं होंगे तो मजा नहीं आएगा। आई नो इट्स इजियर सेड देन डन, आई नो इट्स इजियर सेड देन डन। जब सेटबैक लगते हैं तो परेशानी होती, नो डाउट होती है। एक दिन स्टॉक मार्केट अपने अकॉर्डिंग ना जाए, तो अगले दिन पोर्टफोलियो सारा रेड में हो, तो दर्द होता है, बट ये मजा नहीं आएगा। सो एक्सेप्ट द सेटबैक्स एज पार्ट ऑफ द गेम। डोंट diminish your self-worth based on that. Maybe universe is testing you. If I'm doing, let's say, अगर सिमरजीत सिंह को होटल जनरल मैनेजर बनना था, तो शायद I would not have gone through so many setbacks. It's because I have gone through so many things. You know, family issues, also relocating back to India twice, and so many other things, that today I have all these stories to share. Maybe God had this plan for me. And maybe God still has a plan for me, and God has a plan for you too. But that'll be a different plan. To understand that मुश्किलों में मजा है। सरदार पटेल, the person who unified this country, ये उनकी कहावत है कि हम मुश्किल काम से नहीं डरते क्योंकि मुश्किलों में मजा है। And to understand that the biggest opportunity for progress lies in recovering from those setbacks. मे बी वो मसल है ना बेटा, जो मसल है टू रिकवर फ्रॉम अ सेटबैक, यूनिवर्स शायद वो मसल डेवलप करने की कोशिश कर रहा है। ट्रेनर यही करता है ना जिम में, डंबल उठाओ, इसको 5 बार रिपीट करो, वो 5 बार आप सेटबैक ही दे रहे हो अपनी, आपकी मसल कह रही है छोड़ यार इसको, इंस्टाग्राम स्क्रॉल कर। ये क्या कर रहा है? Why you picked up a 20 kilo dumbbell and why are you repeating it 6 times? Because the trainer is saying, lift it 6 times. अगली बार ये 20 किलो का डंबल भी कुछ नहीं लगेगा. Maybe God is saying to you through setbacks, do this 20 times. अगली बार ये तमाचा भी पड़ा चेहरे पे तो दर्द नहीं होगी. So in our journeys, I think it's all planned. To have faith, to enjoy the journey is very important. I request all of you, enjoy your journey. ये नहीं मतलब जाके अभी है ना स्टूडेंट लाइफ में एंजॉय द जर्नी का मतलब और ही होता है. प्रिंसिपल साहब बोले क्या बोले आपने बच्चों को. एंजॉय द जर्नी का मतलब है कि जिंदगी ने अपने टाइम टेबल पे चलना है. आप अपनी मैक्सिमम एफर्ट लगाते जाओ पर साथ साथ आपने इस जर्नी को एंजॉय भी पैरेलली करना है. टू मेक फ्रेंड्स, टू ईट समथिंग नाइस, टू मेडिटेट, टू लाफ, टू वॉच अ कॉमेडी शो, टू डू थिंग्स लाइक दैट. This also has to be done parallelly. इतना बोझ मत लेके शोल्डर्स पे चलना क्योंकि हमारे किए से हमारा कंट्रोल सिर्फ, ये भगवद गीता में भी यही लिखा है, the main teaching is this only, your duty is towards the karma only, towards what is within your control. Do that well and the results will come to you at their own timing. फल की इच्छा मत करो को मिसअंडरस्टैंड किया जाता है कि फल की इच्छा तो होगी एट अ सबकॉन्शियस लेवल, बट वो किस समय किस रूप ढंग में आएगा उसके ऊपर फोकस मत करो. डेली उठो, अपना कर्म करो. डेली उठो, अपना कर्म करो. आज रोल क्या है? स्टूडेंट का है. डेली उठो, अच्छे स्टूडेंट बनो. ठीक है, मेरा रोल क्या है? मैं मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर हूं या जो भी मैं करता हूं, डेली उठूं, इस काम को अच्छे से करूं. दैट्स इट. कल को और काम मिलेगा और ड्यूटी मिलेगी, उसको अच्छे से करेंगे. आज उठे, आज का काम अच्छा किया, आराम से सोए, कल की कल देखेंगे. हैव अ लार्जर प्लान बट डोंट स्ट्रेस योरसेल्फ आउट ऑफ ओवर दिस. Okay? All right. Thank you very much.
So my question to you is that, is it okay to take a lower paying
Oh yes, definitely.
job to learn more?
Definitely okay to take a lower paying job to learn more. In fact, I have said this on multiple occasions and I say this again very clearly. The fact, treat your first job as a continuation of college. Hello? Your first job is treated as the 4th year of college or 5th. This is a 3-year course or a 4 year? 3 years. Treat your first 2 years as continuation of education. तो उसमें mental expectations आपकी job से कम होंगी. ज़्यादातर the mistake that youngsters make, सारी गरीबी अभी दूर कर देनी है पहले साल में. मैंने अभी सारे लोन अभी चुका देने हैं, सारी मैंने दुनिया अभी घूम लेनी है, सारे वो ऑल द ड्रीम्स है. फर्स्ट जॉब में सब कुछ हो जाएगा, गोल्ड भी खरीद लेना, सिल्वर भी खरीद लेना, मैंने बिकम अ मिलियनेयर एंड दैट्स नॉट गोना हैपन. दैट्स गोइंग टू डिसअपॉइंट यू, राइट? सो जोक्स अपार्ट, दैट वाज ऑन अ लाइटर नोट, बट ऑन अ सीरियस नोट, इफ यू ट्रीट योर फर्स्ट 2 years of job as a learning experience, what will happen to your expectations? They'll go up or down. Your expectations will go down in terms of how much money I'm getting, what my promotion. No, this is college. This is college. This is extension of college. So yes, by all means, it is okay to take a job where the boss is good, the company is good, they'll teach you a lot, they'll train you into something better. And if the pay, let's say if the salary is high, but they don't teach you anything, what's the point? You don't become a better person, what's the point, right? And therefore, I say this to hotel people also, people who run hotels also. Stop using trainees as cheap labor. This is what is happening in many hotels. You go as a trainee, they don't train you on anything. They put you as cheap labor, who's paid, I don't know, stipend. My days used to be 500 rupees a month. 500. Oh, okay, sugar. Well, 5, you said 5, still 500. I was going to get, still, back in the day, it used to be 500 rupees per month. These days, it's 5,000 rupees per month. Well, good, okay, not bad. How's the food in the cafeterias, by the way? Nice, good, not nice. Okay, all right. Yeah, in our days, it used to be over by the time we used to come in. सब जो पकौड़े बने, चाय के साथ पकौड़े बने, हमें चाय इतनी सी मिलती थी, पकौड़े सब गायब हो जाते थे तब तक. But then we were trainees also. That was, you know. So, और छुप के खाना अभी भी चलता है? Oh my God. मैं एक बार डॉक्टर के पास गया, आप तो 5-star होटल में काम करते हो, चिकन सूप पियो. Okay, back in our day, if we used to eat, if we caught eating, they'd cut a KOT and, you know, bill it to your name and whatever. Guys, come on, stop doing that. I mean, people are your most important assets. Be a little bit nicer to them and give them a little nicer environment. Yeah, stop, you know, it's 500 rupees per month and then they don't train you. If they train you, if you learn something, I would definitely take lower money and be with a company where I can learn because I'm in the long run. I'm not thinking short term. If you're thinking short term, by all means, फिर तो then the decision would be very different. Then I would go for where the most money is, but that's short-term thinking. I would want you to have long-term thinking. Thank you.
So my question for you is, what guidance would you give to someone pursuing their career and being the primary support for their family?
Oh yeah. First of all, salute to you, or whoever it is that person is, who is the support to their family and pursuing a career, and the primary support is, right? Primary support to their family. Hats off, salute. Not many people can do that. अगर ये मौका आपको मिला है that आपके कमाने से your family is in a better position, even if you're young, 20-year-old person, is the best feeling in the world. There is nothing that can boost your confidence more than this. Because other kids your age are burning up their parents' money, yes or no? Yes. And you are adding to that. We used to do ODCs back in the day. Do you guys do that? Yes. ODCs, for people who don't know, for non-hospitality people, are outdoor caterings. We used to get 300 rupees per event per day. How much is it now? 1,000. Okay, progress hui hai. So 300 rupees per day what we used to make, and I did not tell back home कि क्या होता है, घर पे नहीं पता था, पर वो 300 इकट्ठे करके कुछ हुए 2-3 हज़ार रुपए इकट्ठे एनवेलप में, और 100 के नोट थे. तो जब मैं लेके वो गया तो and I gave it to my mom and my dad, and they were like, wow, they were almost in tears. God has been kind, not that they were dependent on it, but it was still, this is how self-confidence develops. ये book से नहीं बढ़ने वाला, ये motivational movies से नहीं बढ़ने वाला. This is how self-confidence develops, by developing that muscle that I too can contribute, I too can serve, I too can add value. So outdoor caterings were a great way. So if you're a young person supporting your family, hats off to you. It's important for you to look after your health. अपनी health का ख्याल रखें. It's very important. It's applicable for everyone, but if you're the primary source of support for your family, it is even more important that you do not take so much pressure that your health begins to get compromised. Then it will be a challenging situation. If your health suffers, everybody suffers. I would urge all of you to have good insurance policies, health, life insurance, accidental insurance, all of those have good cover in case, God forbid, anything happens, that you have good backups. I encourage all of you to start saving money right now at this age so it compounds. Start putting money away. I urge all of you to to be careful with what you spend on, to what you indulge on, and to practice delayed gratification. Let's just quickly talk about delayed gratification. Kya cheez hoti hai? There was a research back in, I don't know which university, but they did the very famous experiment called the marshmallow experiment. You heard about it? Marshmallows, you tried marshmallows. So they got little kids together. बच्चों का सबसे कम self-control माना जाता है. They got little kids together, one group. There was only one group, and they said, listen guys, there's a jar of marshmallows. And the instructor said, and these were 4 years old or something, very young infants. So if there's a jar of marshmallows, if you want to eat right now, you'll only get one. But I have to go somewhere. If you will wait for 20 minutes until I come back, I'll give you 2. So naturally, there were 2 groups of young people who emerged. One who said, nah, marshmallow, nah. Okay, they got only 1. The other said, okay, why wait? I get 2, is that right? Yeah. And there's a group that waited for 20 minutes. Now imagine that muscle at 4 years old is too weak, because when you're 4, all you do is eat and drink and do other things which your parents take care of, and and that's the whole cycle of a baby, right? Eat, drink, sleep, repeat, and do other things in between, change the diapers. So there's a group of kids who waited, and then they followed up with this group for the next 10 years. And this group was more successful than the other group because they learned delayed gratification or patience. But the term used here is delayed gratification. Gratification क्या होता है? iPhone लेने में बहुत मजा आएगा, क्या feeling आएगी? You know, I'm gonna go to that store and open it, and that white box, and my phone will come out, and wow. But I can delay that. I know I want it, I'll get it someday, but I can wait, right? Everybody who's the primary source of their earning for their family, please develop this muscle, because good things will come to you in good time, and you're an example to so many. अगर आप अपनी फैमिली का प्राइमरी सपोर्ट सिस्टम है, आप कितने और युवाओं के लिए एक एग्जाम्पल है कि ये पॉसिबिलिटी भी है कि बच्चे सिर्फ लाइबिलिटी नहीं होते और माँ बाप सिर्फ एटीएम कार्ड्स नहीं होते या यूपीआई की पेमेंट अप्रूव करने के लिए नहीं होते, कि अदर वे अराउंड भी हो सकता है कि एक यंग 20 साल का बच्चा भी अपने माँ बाप को कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकता है. हैट्स ऑफ टू यू. वी नीड मोर ऑफ यू. यू इंस्पायर ऑल ऑफ अस. थैंक यू.
A very good afternoon to everyone. I'm Piyush. My question relates with what we discussed prior, and you answered to Ria that everyone should have natural talent, raw talent in them. So the question is, students pursuing different careers have different multiple hobbies and skill set. They are very creative, such as someone is very good at sports, someone likes indulging in cultural activities, someone is good in photography, someone dances well, someone sings well. But further, when they proceeds into their life, do these skill set and their potential ever gets utilized?
That really depends upon the person. So, good question, and two parts to this. First, your first statement you made was everybody should have natural talents, and I'll differ with that. Should hata do. Everybody has natural talents. So, otherwise, it would not be natural. Otherwise, we'd call it artificial talent, right? Just like artificial intelligence. So, natural talent exists. Every person has a different natural talent. That's also true. We all come in different shapes and forms. This has been published in several research forms, studies also. Let's talk about intelligence once again. Who's an intelligent person? We all are. But what does society say? Who's an intelligent person? Who scores marks well, right? There was a gentleman called Dr. Howard Gardner. He said, no, intelligence is of 8 or 9. It's called the theory of multiple intelligence. And he said intelligence is of 9 categories. Let me ask you, topper in the class is intelligent? Yes, no? Yes, all right, let's say that. A poet is intelligent. Gulzar Saab, is he intelligent? Javed Akhtar Saab, is he intelligent? Yes. Oh, okay. Arijit Singh, is he intelligent? Some of you not sure. Sachin Tendulkar, intelligent? Yes. Not sure, all right. Dr. Naresh Trehan is a heart surgeon, intelligent? Yes. Okay. Amitabh Bachchan, intelligent?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I hope, Mr. Bachchan, you're not watching this clip. A.R. Rahman, intelligent? Yeah, okay. Chef Ranveer Barad, intelligent? Yes. Okay, it's a louder yes, yeah. Wrestler? Give me names of wrestlers up now. Which one was this guy who went to... Wrestler. Palwan, Kushti. Haji? Kartar Singh. Or Haji? Foghat. ठीक है. और अपने hockey players, intelligent? All right, but think about it. This is what Dr. Howard Gardner said. He said intelligence is of 8 or 9 different categories. If you see, with somebody has a natural inclination, what's the swimmer's name? Michael Phelps, they won so many medals, right? He took to water the way his techniques were so out. That's intelligence. That's bodily intelligence, right? There is somebody who knows. एक बार एक जगह ले जाओ शहर में उसको रास्ता पूरा पता हो जाएगा. वो भी intelligence है. Numbers, interpersonal intelligence. You know there's something called interpersonal intelligence. वो ऐसे दोस्त होते हैं क्लास में जिनके पास अपनी जेब में कभी पैसे नहीं होते, तुमसे पैसे खर्चवाएंगे हर बार, ठीक है, और तुम उनके बिना रह भी नहीं सकते, ठीक है, and they are very good, and you're so, and that's also intelligence. So let's put this question to rest. We all are intelligent in all our different ways. Now the thing is, do they serve us? Absolutely. Your job is to discover what you're good at. Repeat after me, please. My job is to discover what I'm good at. You know the word discover? Discover. Dis का मतलब क्या होता है? When the prefix dis is used, means to remove. Remove. So discover means remove the cover. Which means what? Which means that thing is already there. वो थी, वो छुप गई, वो ढक गई, वो दब गई, पर वो है, क्योंकि वो इनबॉर्न, अदरवाइज उसको इनबॉर्न नहीं कहते, अदरवाइज उसको नेचुरल नहीं कहते. समझे मेरी बात आप? So now your part is to, once you've discovered how to develop it. What's the word? Develop. That's the word here. So you need classes, coaching, mentors, and things like that. And your weaknesses आप इतनी manage कर लो. I will manage my weaknesses. Repeat after me, please. I will manage my weaknesses, but it's my strengths that'll make me win. Get this? Manage your, let's say you're not, how many of you are not good at math? Raise your hands, please. If you're, all right, good. So math, you gotta manage mathematics to a level that you don't flunk in the exam, that you don't fail. If you fail, okay, khalas, story's over. Then no discussion. But if I manage my mathematics to a level, I know it's not my strength, but I have to pass. I'm managing it, okay? But my strength is this. I read out an introduction standing here on this podium like nobody else. That's a strength. I shoot a basketball like Michael Jordan, like no one else. Or I can see a cricket ball coming to me at 120 kilometers per hour at what angle, and I can hit out a sixer like no one else. That's my strength. Discover, identify, develop, and then you'll find ways to monetize it. Kya hai? Now, keep this in mind, monetization will come right at the end. It'll come? People who think monetization will come first, oh, somebody show me the money, I'll show you my talent. World doesn't work like that. You show your talent, money will come to you. Get this? Even biggest companies in the world have worked on the same principle. Google for several years, it is known, this is on record. Sergey Brin, and I don't know the other guy's name, the founders, they created the page ranking system. That's how Google started making money, remember? Page ranking. Google is primarily for search and how results appear. They created this whole thing, they did not know how they'll make money. Ads is how they make money, you know this? When you search for something, the ads come. That's where the money comes in. But that monetization part came right at the end. इन्होंने अपनी जान लगा दी इस चीज को बनाने में, पता नहीं था पैसे कैसे बनेंगे. पैसे कैसे बनेंगे, उस चीज में एड्स आएंगी, ये सबसे एंड में आया था, इसको क्रॉस चेक कर लेना आप. That's when the first investor said, okay, how many $1 million do you need as an investment? Because you know where the money is going to come from, the ads. But these guys did not have a clue. They built the system, fall in love with your life, and then you'll find a way to monetize. So discover, develop, monetization happens in the end. It will. When I started, I didn't know you could monetize. आज भी लोग पूछते हैं, तुसी पैसे लेंदे हो इस काम दे? आप पैसे लेते हो मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर है? अब लोग पूछते हैं अभी. हाँ जी, मेरा भी घर है, मैंने भी घर चलाना है? मैं पैसे लेता हूं. पर ये चीज कि उसको कैसे मोनेटाइज किया जा सकता है, ये बाद में आई. और ये आपके भी, जो भी आपकी स्ट्रेंथ होगी, स्किल होगी, ये आपको भी बाद में रियलाइज होगा. Until they have patience, what are the steps? Discover, develop, and then the monetization happens. Hope that answers your question. Thank you, Piyush.
Good afternoon, sir. So my question is, what does success actually mean in today's world?
What does success actually mean in today's world? Oh, I will think about it and meditate and tell you. No, but think, what does success mean in today's world? What does success means in any world, for that matter? Why are we focusing on today's world? But that's a good question, because now we can define it in the importance of what's happening today. What does it mean to be successful? I would personally feel success has always been defined by society in a very narrow definition. What we've discussed at length, hum pehle discuss kiya, I will not go into that again. Awards, trophies, first, kaun aaya, etc., all of those things mean who made the most money, etc., who won the race, that's success. Success to me is way broader than that. And Kural sir and I had a conversation in which I said earlier, sleeping peacefully at night is success, especially in your 40s. Mid-40s, mid-50s. If you sleep peacefully, when there is so much going on around you, so many people counting on you, you have kids growing up at home with all these expectations, you have so much going on, but you can still sleep peacefully at night, that's success. Fitness, health and vitality, success. Your ability to serve society, success. आज बैंक में ज्यादा पैसे ना हो, बट कोई यहाँ बैठकर दूसरों को कुछ कर सके, सक्सेसफुल है यार. जिसके पास कुछ है ही नहीं, वो क्या देगा? जो खुद खाली है, वो क्या देगा? पर जो खुद दे रहा है, चाहे खुद के पास भी ना हो, success. The ability to spend quality time with your family, success. The ability to find enough time in the day to connect with the creator, the one who sent us here on this journey. या हमने तो उसकी क्रिएशन से इतनी मोहब्बत होगी कि क्रिएटर को याद ही ना किया तो क्या फायदा? हम इतना फैसिनेट हो गए माया जाल में, और माया जाल का अपना रोल है. इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल जर्नी. वी आर हियर एज ह्यूमन बीइंग्स टू एंजॉय इट, हैव फन, नो प्रॉब्लम, बट टू फाइंड टाइम टू रिमेंबर द वन हु हैज क्रिएटेड ऑल दिस, सक्सेस. टू ग्रो सम प्लांट्स, सक्सेस. टू बी एबल टू सिट इन द सनशाइन फॉर 5 minutes एंड एंजॉय द सनशाइन, सक्सेस. टू एंजॉय अ गुड कप ऑफ कॉफी विद अ फ्रेंड, हैव अ कॉन्वर्सेशन अबाउट नथिंग, सक्सेस. To laugh until your stomach hurts, whether watching Kapil Sharma or not, success. So it goes way beyond. Money is important. Let us make no mistake about this. Money is important. I love money. I hope you all love money, right? Money solves so many problems. I don't know who said this, but he said, I will be able to solve my problems a lot better if I show up in a stretch limo than on a bicycle. right? And money solves a lot of problems. 80%, 85%, I don't know. Big chunk of the problems that modern life creates can be solved by money. But once that is over, once you reach that threshold, हर चीज का threshold होता है ना बेटा, वो threshold hit हो गया, अब सारी problems हो गई, I have enough money to take care of my health and all those things, कितना, उसके बाद कितना, that's something you decide. पर उसके बाद और चीजें भी इंपॉर्टेंट आती हैं यार. मुझे पता है व्यूअर्स बोलेंगे हाँ, जब पैसे कमा लो तब फिलॉसफी आती है, ठीक है. और किसी ने कहा, शाहरुख खान ही said हाँ, don't become a philosopher before you become rich. So I definitely agree, money is important, but it should not be the only focus. Money, success, fame, it should not be the only focus. Khalil Gibran said it best. He said, these are the shadows that you create when you stand in the light of your passion. Oh, isn't that beautiful? What are they? Money, fame, success are the shadows you create when you stand in the light of your passion. You see, you're casting a shadow at the back. Yeah, that's money, that's success, that's fame. And if this is your passion, and if this is the light falling on you, that's the shadow. The shadow will not be there if you would not be here. Since you're standing in the middle of your passion, saying, this is what I am here to give the world. Actor, dancer, creator, chef, baker, entrepreneur, whatever. And you face, and you step onto that stage, the light will fall and you see the shadows behind. That's money, fame, success. But shadow will not come by itself. But don't forget, it's just a shadow. So success in this age is well-rounded. It's a balance of a healthy, happy human being. Right? कि एक सवेरा हुआ करता था जब हंस के उठा करते थे हम. और आज कई बार बिना मुस्कुराए ही शाम हो जाती है. क्यों हंसती खेलती जिंदगी आम हो जाती है? क्यों वक्त के साथ चेहरे की रंगत चली जाती है? तो जब आप बच्चे थे, आप छोटे थे, इतना हंसते थे, इतना खेलते थे, मम्मी पापा से पूछना क्या वो चीज खो तो नहीं गई? अगर वो खो गई तो आप सक्सेसफुल नहीं हुए हो, आप रिवर्स गियर में जा रहे हो. उस जिंदा दिली को जिंदा रखना मुझे पता है, और जिंदगी की जैसी जिम्मेवारियां पड़ेंगी वो बोझ बढ़ता है, राइट. बट वो स्माइल ना खो देना कहीं, वो खुशी ना खो देना कहीं. थैंक यू.